Hello guys, today in this video I'm going to teach you guys step by step how to create a paper care in Photoshop, something like this. Yes. So thank you very much, Seke Boateng. He has been a wonderful teacher all this long. Thank you very much, Seke Boateng. So guys, let us get started. So I'm going to undo all these things. So let me just delete the entire layer. This is a flyer that I designed. So I'm going to delete the entire layer. This particular one, I'm going to delete it because I have a duplicate over here. I made a duplicate, so I'm going to delete this color fade as well. So now this is the whole this is the background, so I'm going to start from the scratch. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this layer with Ctrl J. Okay, so after making the layer, then you select your magic wand tool, your Macquarie wand tool, Macquarie tool, rectangular Macquarie tool from the toolbar, and then you make a selection. Either you want your care to start from here. Either you want it from this side or this. It depends on the side that you want it. That would determine the position in which you place the selection. So me, I want it this side, and then it should be professional enough. My teacher will tell you that while dealing with such things. Alright, so I don't want it to be that much, so something like this will do for me. Alright, so after making the selection, you select your gradient tool from here. Then if your gradient is not set to the basis like this, the black and white, make sure you do the adjustment by clicking on the gradients, and then you get access to it. You can select the color you want from here, something like this, but I just want the one that I have here. So now after selecting the gradient, you make sure you've selected the layer from here. Other than that, the effect will not show. So you select from this side, then you drag it upwards like this. Alright, so after getting it like this one, then you deselect it. So now we have the gradient being filled in that selection that we made with the Macquarie tool. Alright, so now after making this thing, then you select the entire layer, and then you hit Ctrl T. You hit Ctrl T to select it, and you place the cursor at one node of the flyer, and then you right click it. So after the right click, then you select the warp tool. So now we are going to make the curve. So you select this part, and we are selecting this part because that is where we selected the Macquarie wand tool, and where we added the gradient, and that is where we want the curve to take place. You don't just select anywhere, no. So you select this part, you drag it upwards. So let me check something from here. So you select that, then you drag it upwards like that. Something like this. Alright, so you can, don't worry, if the background, I can just turn this background off for you to see what I mean. Alright, so this is what I mean. So now you select it to add the shadow. You select it to add a shadow to it, or better still, you can just add the shadow to it from this side. Then you can add a shadow to it. So now let me add a shadow. So we have to select a color fill to it. So I'm going to use a white, like this, something like this, and bring it down below this one. Sorry. So okay, so you bring it down to below the layer one. So you can see we have our paper care nicely like this, and then the shadow tool has taken effect over here. So guys, this is how to create a paper care in Photoshop. You can even bring your picture here underneath of the care paper, but then I want mine to be like this. So thank you very much, Seke Innocent Boateng.